Machine Gun dissed you, he just dissed you, he dissed you. I'm like, I listened to it, I'm like, did he really diss me though?
Well, maybe that's why he went about this way. It's like, look, I'm that better than you that I don't have to dig into who you are because this is who I am.
First he said, first when he said, I'm the greatest rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45 or whatever he said, right? Like I'm trying to hinder his career, so I don't give a fuck about your career.
This is a lesser artist in terms of popularity going up against a greater artist in terms of popularity. So it's almost like Eminem already had that over him. So to play that card, it's like people already know that and people already expect that. You
think I actually fucking think about you? You know how many fucking rappers that are better than you? You're not even in the fucking conversation. I don't care if you fucking blow or if you don't blow. It doesn't matter to me.
You're playing a card that everyone already expects you to kind of riff off of that. We already know that you're more successful than him.
I think
we don't need to be told that.
I gotta answer this motherfucker. And every time I do that, it makes that person as irrelevant as people say I am in hip hop. Yeah. I make them bigger by getting into this thing where I'm like, I want to destroy him, but I also don't want to make him bigger. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because now you're a fucking enemy.
Instead of Eminem kind of proving like I'm still whatever, he instead was like, dude, when I was your age, I did this, and everyone's like, we know you did that, bro, but what are you doing now? Nice. Hi, we're Alexander Sandalis, and this is, we're here to review Eminem.
What's that? Heads down, thumbs up.
I thought that was going to be your name. I thought people would just have to interpret what that is.
So my name is an interpretation of heads.
We're at Jungle Beats. We're here to review, in a much more serious tone, Eminem's Killshot, which is a response to Machine Gun Kelly's diss.
Featuring MGK.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy to get him on the song. It's pretty crazy for them to do a collaboration on a diss.
Yeah, it's just like, yo MGK, you want to get up on this diss with me? Who we dissing, man? Oh man, some motherfucker who got at me. Fuck man, I'm in.
How you feeling about this whole diss, by the way?
Honestly...
Not the diss, but just the whole back and forth thing going on between them at the moment.
Like, how do I feel about what they're saying, or just them in general?
Well, I guess, whatever.
I'm gonna be straight up. When it comes to hip hop, I really don't give a fuck about disses too much, because it's just, I've just never been about the rap battle culture.
How do you feel about a lot of people stating that this may be almost set up just for promotions for the album? Do you think
I don't think it's set up whatsoever.
Think it's legit?
I think it's legit.
I feel that.
I think Eminem isn't that sort of person that would set up shit.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from too, in terms of like not being like the disses, it's just kind of yeah.
I just love it when it's I just love it when it's all love, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how I feel, man. But like, I still like checking this stuff out because it's a huge part of hip hop culture. And people talk about it. Like when these sort of disses happen, it's huge for hip hop. People gather around and talk. So I like that aspect of it, but I just personally would rather it not happen. It's kind of like how Drake squashed this beef with Meek Mill, squashed this beef with whoever, Pusha T, I think, or whoever else, and everyone's saying like, oh, Drake's soft, blah blah blah. But I'm just like, who gives a fuck, man? He's squashing all these beefs, which he shouldn't have even started.
It's a balancing act though, because a battle or like a diss track gives you an opportunity to sort of show off what you can do, right? It's almost like a test of your ability to see what kind of bars you can come up with. But then at the same time, like you said, why can't everyone just like work together and make great music and collaborate and
also can't you show off your abilities in a different way? I can get how this would sort of give you what's the word I'm looking for?
Because everyone out there is trying to be the best, right?
Yeah, well, so when someone disses you, that could push you to be the best you can be, because that's like energy and fuel for the fire.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice for people to try and find other ways to light that fire.
Like a challenge to a game of checkers or something, or like chess or something.
Man, I'm the fucking checker, bitch lord of this bitch town.
Alright, with that, this is Eminem Killshot.
Killshot. And if you haven't checked out an MGK diss, the link will be up ahead. Go check that one out before you check this one out too. Let's get this bitch.
Wait, you just dissed me, I'm perplexed. Insult me in a line, compliment me on the next. Damn, I'm really sorry you want me to have a heart attack. Was watching 8 Mile on an auto track. Stand, son, listen, man, dad isn't mad, but how you gonna name yourself after a damn gun and have a man bun? Okay. Gonna reply, got the crowd yelling, whoa, so before you die, let's see who can out-petty who with your corny lines. Let me roll out, Kelly, ooh, but I'm 45 and I'm still out-selling you. Hold chill, like I'm like you put the chrome barrel to my bone marrow. Gonna beat you in a bow and arrow, say you run up on me like a phone bill, spraying lead, playing dead, that's the only time you hold still. Cause I'm taking a shit in them, Kelly, I need reading material. Dictionary. Yo, Slim, your last 4 albums suck. Go back to recovery. Oh shoot, that was 3 albums ago. It's funny but so true. I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you. Some ain't
his name though.
Flop, so your greatest hits. The game's mine again, and ain't nothing changed but the lock. So before I split this bitch, I'm on. Give Jane a kiss. Now I got a cup back aim, yeah, bitch. Pop champagne to this. It's your moment. This is it, as big as you're gonna get, so enjoy it. Deep from the Jackson, go to sleep 6 feet deep. I'll give you a beat for the effort, but if I was 3 foot 11, you look up to me, and for the record, you would suck a dick to fucking be me for a second. Had enough of this tatted up mumble rapper. How the fucking him and I battle? He'll have to fuck him in my flannel. I'll give him my standards, cause he knows as long as I'm shady, he's gonna have to live in my shadow. Your red sweater, your black leather. You dress better, I rap better. That a death threater, a love letter. Thanks for dissing me. Now I had an excuse on the mic to write, not a like, but really I don't care who's on the right. But you're losing the fight, you pick. Killshot will not fail, I'm with the top still. But this idiot's boss pops pills and tells him he's got skills. But counts the day you put out hits, the day he admits that he put the hit out, they got pop kills. Talk about it, I'm sick of your mama rap mouth. Need to get the cock about it before we
From the
can
previous,
talk about it.
we'll talk about it.
I'm sick of your blonde hair and earrings, just cause you look in the mirror and think that your muscle matters.
Yeah.
Why did you say he's just playing Diddy?
Because he mentioned earlier that he was the one who got Pac killed.
Yeah, I didn't catch much, eh? You're saying a bit.
I gotta. He mentioned a lot about the 80. I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you. And like, there was a lot of like, when I was 21, I had enough money to burn in front of you. When I was your age, I already had X amount of albums out. Already had so much money.
See,
there was a whole lot of that going on.
I'm not a fan of that because MGK actually came with a pretty decent diss with like facts about what's happened between like the label, with his albums, what he's been suffering with, and instead of Eminem going and digging a bit into him, instead of talking more about him, he's talking more about himself. He's like,
it was more like he can kind of, he's almost like saying, just because I've had more experience and I'm older than you. He didn't really, did he really even respond to anything that he, I guess he mentioned the Haley line where he was like, instead of
maybe he feels like he doesn't
dick out of your mouth instead of Haley.
Well, maybe that's why he went about this way. It's like, look, I'm that better than you that I don't have to dig into who you are because this is who I am.
Well, he has the whole thing about where he says like, I have to build your career to destroy it.
I like that line.
That was good. So yeah, it's basically Eminem saying like, look man, you really can't touch me. Like I'm that much more established. When I was your age, I was already set up. I was stuffing around.
Let me pull out these lyrics. I think it's a better song because I feel like his delivery and a lot of his wordplay on here is better. But in terms for diss, from what I've heard, I think MGK probably had the better diss in terms of dissing.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, hang on, or is that just more because it was like unexpected though? Because you got to also bear in mind, like,
even though it was but everything
that was just kind of like, wait, what? And then you listen to it, and so there was like all that hype around it.
But then that whole song, the whole song is definitely all about Eminem and all about about him.
True.
Whereas this whole track isn't all about.
I mean, he takes his flow with the hook thing. He redoes his hook, so let's talk about it. He redoes that here. So look, there were some throwbacks.
I think I would have I'm still happy with this. Like I personally believe this is the better track, 100%. But it would have been nice for Eminem to be less focused on his accomplishments and more about MGK's lack of accomplishments. Like he doesn't really mention them, but he should have gone into that more.
The beat was good.
Beat was fucking
Beat was
banging.
good.
And even the way he starts with the track, Rihanna just left me with a text, last night left tickets on her neck, wait, you just dissed me, I'm perplexed. That's a dope way to start a song. It's kind of like already just mentioning Rihanna just says, this is where I am. Yeah. This is where I am.
Well, yeah, there was also the thing about how he says, I'm the last person to come at me to mention Haley's mouth, which I guess is a reference to Ja Rule and everything that went down then. And he doesn't actually mention his name here, but obviously the implication is like, I'm going to do to your career what I did to Ja Rule in the past.
And also the fact where he's like, that was 3 albums ago, not 4 albums ago. That's a good line that I like there, because that's him basically working something off the diss that happened. So I would have liked more like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It almost, I think the reason why it's not resonating is because it's like, they're not on equal terms anyway, as it was, right? Yeah. So it's like, so he already came at,
I do like the lines.
It's just kind of expected, isn't it? Because he kind of came at it with the perception of like, this is a lesser artist in terms of popularity going up against a greater artist in terms of popularity. So it's almost like Eminem already had that over him. So to play that card, it's like people already know that and people already expect that. You're playing a card that everyone already expects you to kind of riff off of that. We already know that you're more successful than him.
I think
we don't need to be told that. Because if you think about it, like Machine Gun Kelly came at him in a way being like, Eminem, just retire, bro. Like no one cares about you anymore. And instead of Eminem acknowledging that, he instead was like, yeah, but look at what I've done. So in a way, he almost played it to Machine Gun Kelly's hands because everything that MGK said was like, dude, you're washed up. No one really is listening to you anymore in the same way they used to. And instead of Eminem kind of proving like, I'm still whatever, he instead was like, dude, when I was your age, I did this. And everyone's like, we know you did that, bro, but what are you doing now? Which I guess is kind of crazy because when Kamikaze dropped, the reception to that was mental. I'm pretty sure this song, I think we saw the remix, like his response to like 70 million views in like a day, something crazy like that. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, it's all just a bit redundant. Like none of this is really doing anything.
No, I don't even think MGK really needs to respond to this.
No, it's the age of the internet. Everyone's just going to share this. It's going to go viral. MGK will get a couple streams out of it.
Froze.
It won't change anything.
I like these lines here probably the most when he says, this motherfucker shit is like Rambo when it's out of bullets, so what goes a fucking machine gun when it's out of ammo? MGK, machine gun, it's good. And this is probably the best one. Had enough of this tatted up mumble rapper. How the fuck can him and my battle? This is what we're talking about because they're so different. It's so different in terms of bigger. Yeah. We have to fuck him in my flannel. I'll give him my sandals because then as long as I'm shady, he's going to have to live in my shadow. I feel like those are some of the best lines of the track because that just goes towards everything we were saying before. Yeah,
it's a better way of going about saying like, I'm always going to be greater than you. Which is, I mean, unless Machine Gun Kelly's career takes a massive turn after this in terms of like popularity and he ends up becoming like a legend, he's always going to be in Eminem's shadow. But everyone is. So many people are in his shadow. In terms of like success, obviously you can go into his rapping style and his albums, you can go into all that. But he's always going to be probably put down as one of the greats.
For sure. I mean, he was in my top 5, top 10 for a long time in my youth, but over time I've just gradually not been, like I said, a fan of his last albums, his newer styles. Of course, I'm loving the new album Kamikaze. I've listened to it a few times, but it's just, I'm just a different person now. I like different music. Things change, so I've still got the respect and nostalgic value of a lot of his work, but yeah, just things change, bro. But yeah, it's a cool track. I honestly wanted a bit, like I said, a bit more from him in terms of disc value, but it's still a fun track. He's still got a bit of wordplay on there.
A bunch of lines that made me laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you really want, really.
There you go. So, you know what? Fuck disses, fuck MGK, fuck Eminem, fuck both of y'all. Thank you for this music. We Jungle Beats.
And I'm Alexander Sandalis, and this is... Thanks for joining us. See you next time on Jungle Beats.
There they go, back in stadiums as Shady spits his flow. Nuts they go, macadamian they go so ballistic, whoa. He can make them look like bozos, he's wondering if he should spit this slow. Fuck no, go for broke, his cup just runneth over, oh no.